What's going on today, Tyrannus lovers? Today I'm going to take the time out to make this video on Frsky voltage sensors. Now, most of you probably didn't know that there's two types of these. There's this one, which is the new one. As you can see, it has pins on both sides. Plug your battery into this side. You can daisy chain off the other sensors, and this sensor plugs right in to the new X-type receivers. That's for your new X8R, X6R, X4R. Okay. Now, but there is another sensor if you have a D-type receiver. Like I have a D8R+2 receiver on this bird. If you want your real-time or what your real-time flat battery is doing to read out to you every 30 seconds or every 45 seconds through your Tyrannus on your telemetry page, you need this type of voltage sensor. And this is from Frsky too. It's much older. This is about 2 years old, maybe about a year and a half. Let's say that's the latest. I'm thinking a year and a half. Now, I looked on Frsky's Aloft Hobbies webpage because that's where I bought this, and I'm not seeing them selling this anymore. But you could always call them and ask them if they still have them. Now, as you can see, the battery plugs into the side of that, just like the other one. You're getting this is a 4S battery. It's reading out all 4 cells on that battery, and then it runs from. You can daisy chain off right here on this top plug off to other sensors, and then you have where this sensor plugs into the Frsky sensor hub, which is right here. Now, if we can get a picture of this here, there's the yellow and black wire that's plugged into the Frsky sensor hub. Now, the Frsky sensor hub plugs right into the side of all the D-type receivers, so you can get your telemetry off the D-type receivers. All D-types are all telemetry receivers. You just got to know how to get them to work. Now, if you want cells and cell to show up on your LUA script or on your telemetry page and read out what that flight battery is doing every 30 seconds or however you want to set it up, you need this type of voltage sensor, the old type voltage sensor, not the new one. This will not work on the X receivers, and the X receivers will not work with this one, with this type of the D8R2 Plus receiver. So I think a lot of you didn't know about that. A lot of you guys are just now getting into this. That thing is, I got to say, it's every bit of 2 years old. So we'll just leave it at that. I've been running that on this bird for 2 years, and I've even been through a couple main crashes with this, pretty bad ones, and that thing has never lost its accuracy since the day one that I bought it. Very simple to hook up. Takes just a few seconds to hook it up. Then you have to go into your telemetry page on your Tyrannus and set up cells, RSSI, and I also maintain what's going on with my battery that's inside the Tyrannus itself all the time on my telemetry page. So those two batteries are constantly being monitored by my telemetry. Every 30 seconds it gives me that readout, what the flight battery is doing and what the battery inside the Tyrannus is doing. So I always make sure that I'm charged. Now this battery, when it's fully charged, starts out at 16.4 volts because it's a 4-cell battery. It's a 4S. Now I know when I get down to 14 volts and that reads out on my telemetry, the voice tells me 14.0 volts. I know it's time for this to come back and land because I am now at 3.5 per cell on this battery, on my flight battery. And you never want to take your flight battery under 20%. If you do, you're going to be buying a lot of lipos. So that's just up to you. So I never take my batteries under 3.5. So that's the sensor that you need for the D-type receivers. I hope you understand that. I've seen a little bit of confusion here because a lot of people didn't know that there were two types of voltage sensors. So now you know what to look for, and it's very easy to set up once you buy the sensor and the pack that goes with it to get it to work. Very easy to set up. But if you're trying to do this on a Mini, you're going to run into a little problems because you're going to have to find some place to put that sensor, and you're going to have to find some place to put that hub. And that's going to take up some room. They're not very big. You can actually just Velcro both that sensor right on top of the sensor hub and set it right on top if that's what you needed to do. That's very simple to do. They're both very small. They're not very big, like 12 grams each, so you're not putting a ton of weight on there. So if you have a D-type sensor and you want that real-time battery readout on your flight battery, this is what you need. So I hope this helps you out. Everybody have a good day.